The next time you wonder. The next time you say, I can't do it. The next time you say, I don't know what's keeping me going. Now you know. For clearly in Colossians, clearly the Bible said it. He said it. Chapter 1, verse 17, he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. So when you let go of God, he's keeping you. When you turn your back on God, he's keeping you. When you get discouraged and easily stumble, he's keeping you. He's a keeper. He does that. So I'm here to speak life into you. No deep doctrine tonight. No, thou shalt not do whatever. Thou shalt know that God is holding you together. So look at your life right now that you're in. I don't care what you're going through, what bills are due, who's cheating on you, who's beating on you. God is holding you together. And we talked about this last week. Your strength and your power is in worship. So no matter what's happening, you keep on worshiping. Especially when you don't want to. I tell the same thing to my couples that are married. I say, listen, when you and your wife are fighting, you have to pray, especially when you don't want to pray. And the Lord has been making me practice what I preach. So now when I'm in the bed with my wife and she done made me mad and I done made her mad and she turns over and I turn over, the enemy is smiling, and since I know he's smiling, I have to make my God smile. So in spite of my attitude, I die of myself and whatever's going on, and I grab her hand, even with a slight attitude sometimes, and I say, Lord, be with us. Fix us up, Lord. Get us through this time. We ain't perfect, but I know where my help cometh from. My help cometh from the Lord. And he is holding us together. So be encouraged. Be empowered. You're not in this thing alone. He is within your body right now, and he is keeping you. So I don't know where you are. Let me tell you something. I don't care, because I knew where I was. Let me tell you something. That whole thing with the cells dying, 50,000 cells dying every 3 seconds, and he's making you new. He can make you new on a whole nother level. Some of y'all know my testimony. 2 years ago, dope dealing, hopping from club to club, throwing and promoting parties, living a life of fornication, addicted to drugs and alcohol, but he was in me and said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I paid the price for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my son on earth. I'm going to put him on this cross right here so that when you get your mind right, you can come back to me and repent. And once you come back, it ain't going to be perfect. You're going to have some hard times. Winter's going to come. It's gonna be cold, but I'm gonna send you a reminder. I'm gonna let the leaves turn yellow and orange and red and maroon to show you I'm still here. Before that midnight hour comes, before it gets dark outside, I'm gonna have you look up and you're gonna see my presence. You're gonna see my beauty. You're gonna see rainbows in the sky. I am in you. And if you die of yourself, if you wake up every morning and you let me reshape you and remold you and pour my spirit unto you, I will form you into who you need to be. I will make you to who you need to be. He's remade me. 2 years ago, like that, one road trip, an hour conversation with my grandmother. My spiritual receptors were open. No dope, no alcohol, no nicotine, no secular music. I was open, and when the Lord spoke, I haven't been the same since. And when I went home and I tried to put drugs and stuff in my body that's ultimately trying to kill those protein molecule cells, my body was rejecting it. God says, son, you're no longer bound to drugs and alcohol. I've set you free. But we have to put ourselves in positions of power. We have to put ourselves in the areas of success. We have to run the route. We talked about that. This is the route. Hear me. Friday I'll be in Georgia, then California, because God is able. I won't be here. Hear my final plea. I think when Pastor Chandler takes the mic on Friday and Saturday, you'll see why I'm crying out unto you now. You got to go home and tell your friends and your family and your coworkers to get here. This is the spiritual battle we're dealing with. The devil knows how much power you have when you fall on your knees. Stop letting him put you in that corner. Come about that corner and say, you know what? I'm tired of you beating up on me. And I can't fight you alone. So I'm going to go to my Father above. Greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world that is in us. So the invitation is open. I didn't know if I was going to do an appeal. The Lord is telling me to do this. Whatever you need, whatever you got going on, you're going to come right here to this altar and you're going to give it to him. I don't know what you got. I don't know if it's one person or 20, whatever you got. And you know now that you got that inside you. So some of y'all may want to say, Lord, I'm going to give this to you. I know that you don't know how, that you're going to come out of this situation. I know that. You ain't got to know that. You don't know why trees grow up and not down. You don't know why the waves go certain ways. You don't know why the sun sets where it does. You don't know these things either. You don't know why there's a perfect rotation around the Earth's sun. You don't know that. You don't know why you're born with 23 chromosomes from your mom and your dad, and then it comes. You don't know that. You don't know how many hairs that's on your head, and that's your head. So what you don't know, and what you doubt, and what you want to give to the Lord, the invitation is open. The invitation is open. Whatever you may have, because we're about to pray. Because I'll say one thing right here. The enemy has a way of trying to silence us. And I'm tired of him trying to silence us. When a baby needs something, what does a baby do? Cry. When I'm hungry. I need you to feed me. I need you to change me. Somebody needs to be fed. Somebody is maybe thirsty. Somebody may need to be changed. And if that's the case, you come on down here and you talk to God at this altar right now. Because he has the power to do it. Little do you know he's been keeping you together this whole time. God is so amazing. Somebody's going to get thirsty. Somebody's going to get their thirst quenched. Somebody needs to be changed. That's what revival is all about. Revival within our lives. Being changed, being made new. Simple formula to success. Every single day you're dying to yourself. Every single day you wake up and say, Lord, I am but dirt. Fill me with your spirit, shape me and mold me, because what I did yesterday was yesterday, but your mercies are new every morning, Lord.